Hi guys, I'm reviewing Aliens today. Definitely still a great film, and I definitely still prefer it over Predator, and I guess the first Alien movie. Yeah, I watched this for a few years, but I still remember most of the stuff that happens compared to the first Alien movie. Yeah, I can only watch that once. I've watched it twice now since I watched it recently. Yeah, definitely a great sequel, beyond great. Especially since it kind of inspires one of my favorite video game franchise, Halo. Yeah, which I'll get into that in a bit. But yeah, this basically continues from when Ripley goes back into did he even show her going back into cryosleep? And I guess the cat's alive as well, which is funny. Yeah, because I thought the cat died because I don't really remember the first movie that well, and I completely forgot about the cat since it's only in the beginning of this movie anyway. Yeah, so it's cool that the cat survived. Also, Ripley also had a daughter which passed away because she was in cryosleep for a long time. I think she was like 60 something when she died. But yeah, you guys might know her daughter from Alien Isolation, if you're a fan of that game. When she's trying to look for the mother because the mother basically gets lost in space and it takes them a long time to actually find her. Yeah. Because imagine on at the end of Halo 3 and then going into Halo 4, like it took them like 20 to 30 years to find Master Chief. That'd be messed up. Because it was actually just 4 years for Master Chief compared to Ripley, where it was like 50 something years. But yeah, they basically find her, bring her back to Earth, and she's just trying to explain why she destroyed the ship, which, like she found like alien life, and they basically don't believe her, so, they basically think she's crazy or something. Until she's proven right when there's an attack involving this little girl in the picture, where her family gets attacked. And then things just, go hectic from there. Well, once Ripley gets assembled with the Colonel Marines, which is what I'm going to talk about next. So yeah, the Colonel Marines, or however you call them. But yeah, you know what that Alien game is based on, which didn't really do well because it was really glitchy. Like, just imagine if it wasn't glitchy. Yeah, it was actually a good game like Alien Isolation. Yeah, that sucks. Would have been a good FPS game. But yeah, at least we got Halo, which is beyond better than Colonel Marines. Yeah, beyond. Because it's my favorite video game franchise. But yeah, this is the squad that her new squad that she goes with into battle with. Well, she wasn't really aware of the aliens in the first movie. Like, it's kind of all of a surprise to her. But now that she has experience and she's actually had nightmares of these things, she's woken back up from her cryo sleep. It's kind of been hard for her to sleep, and basically, I think one of the people from the Colonel Marines brought her into the team. Yeah, because she might be able to help out since she has experience fighting this thing and actually surviving since all her friends died in the first one, and now she's going to be with this new squad. And it's kind of funny because this new squad kind of feels like like the way how they act, how happy they are and everything. It's kind of like how Ripley was with her old squad until everything happened. So she's kind of different in this movie from what she's experienced. And then when she sees Bishop, because in the first movie, like she gets attacked by an android, so she hates Bishop straight away. So yep, he has a lot of things to do before Ripley can trust him, which he eventually proves himself to be trustworthy, especially by the end. But yeah, this new team's pretty cool. I definitely prefer this new team over the old team. Definitely more iconic for me, even though the old team's definitely iconic. But yeah, I prefer this team. And there's also, oh man, I don't have to mention that, like the sergeant guy when I'm talking about how similar Aliens is to Halo. Yeah. And also the guy on the left next to Ripley. Like he's basically Kyle Reese from Terminator, so it was cool to see him. Because I actually forgot he was in this movie. And also the guy from Predator 2 who plays as Jerry, who I know from Agents of Shield. He's also in this movie. You know, he has the famous line, "Game over, man, game over," in this movie. Yeah, when things go to shit. But for some reason, I can't see him in this picture. Is he like next to? Is he like? Because there's the guy on the right, and then there's the guy afterwards. I think that's him. Yeah. And then the guy next to the guy who's wearing the black uniform on the right, like that guy just looks like Sergeant Johnson from Halo, which I'm gonna get into those similarities next. So yeah, I think I'll move on to those. Unless there's something else to say about the Colonel Marines, because man, all the similarities to Halo, like it's like Bungie got a lot of ideas for the UNSC from the Colonel Marines in Aliens. I can definitely see it. I didn't really notice it as a kid or a teenager, but now it's just so visible. Yeah, I didn't really notice it. Also, the lady man, whatever I should call her. Yeah, she's a cool character, but hmm. There's also like a character in Halo 2, played by Michelle Rodriguez, who's a bit like her. It's kind of so. I wonder if she would even exist if it wasn't for that character as well. But yeah, she's a cool character too. Yeah, there's a lot of cool characters in this movie. There's one douche, I guess, who didn't believe Ripley at the beginning, but he gets killed by one of the aliens. So win-win. But yeah, I'm just gonna move on to the similarities to Halo now. All right, so the first similarity is Sergeant Johnson to the sergeant in Aliens. Like I can see where they got Sergeant Johnson from now, with this cigar as well. Even when he wakes up from cryosleep, he has the cigar in his mouth, which when everyone wakes up, they're being in cryosleep, I guess. And then like you just see him coming out with a cigar. It's just funny. Yeah, but I can definitely and like the way how he commands the team. Yeah, I can definitely see Sergeant Johnson inside of him. But it all started with him from Aliens before Sergeant Johnson. So yeah, and then the Pillar of Autumn. I guess that's where Halo got Pillar of Autumn from. If that shape on Aliens, I definitely prefer the Pillar of Autumn over that shape though. It just looks so, I don't know, just sharp. I don't know. I don't know how to describe the ship on Aliens. But yeah, I definitely prefer the Pillar of Autumn. Definitely one of my favorite ships in fiction. Oh, should I say game fiction? But just fiction in general. Sci-fi. I don't know. Sci-fi fiction. And then the Pelican, the famous Pelican from Halo. Yeah, it's definitely similar to the flying vehicle in Aliens. Definitely. I can kind of see the inspiration, especially on the front side. Yeah, definitely. And I guess this scene, the reveal scene, because this is like when we actually start to see the aliens coming pop into the story. But yeah, it's kind of messed up with what happens to Captain Keyes though. Damn. It gets a little similarity, but not too much, I guess. Yeah. So yeah, let's just focus on Amanda Ripley again. So let's just see when she was actually deceased. So she was deceased in 12/23/20. Wait, so that's 2020. It's actually 2020. I was thinking, is this movie set in 2020? And it actually is. Damn. This movie's actually set in 2020. But I think it's like the last month of this year though. And the 23rd, the date, yeah. Damn. This movie's actually set in 2020. And that's when Amanda Ripley dies. Ripley's daughter. Because the main character is called Ellen Ripley, right? Yeah. But yeah, you guys know her from the Alien Isolation game. But yeah, this is basically her in when she goes old and she dies of. Did she die of old age or something, or was it a disease? Yeah, I can't remember. But yeah, that's basically her from Alien Isolation. Because she went on a mission to try and find her mother, but it didn't really work out. But she at least she got to kick some alien ass even some androids. But yeah, that's all I got to say for that. All right. So now I'm talking about my favorite scenes. So one of my favorite scenes is when the little girl ends up in the water because she falls down from that area when they're trying to escape, and everyone starts to get killed. Because not everyone dies in this movie. There's actually some survivors, which is good compared to the first one, where there's just one survivor. Not counting the cat, of course. But yeah, this scene, I was thinking like, damn, did the alien get the girl? And we don't find out until later on anyway. But yeah, this is a good scene too. Just seeing it come up behind her. Yeah, because even though this movie is more action packed, there's definitely still some creepy moments. But yeah, this is obviously the best scene in the movie, which most people remember about aliens. Because Ripley says that she has experience using one of these loaders. So when she fights with the Queen Alien, like that's just such a badass moment. Also, man, I remember when I seen the Queen Alien for the first time. Damn. But then I also need to talk about the scene when they showed the Queen Alien for the first time, which is another one of my favorite scenes, of course. Yeah. But yeah, this is definitely my top three. Number one, when she's fighting the Queen Alien with this thing, and she gets it to a point where she kind of defeats it the same way like she defeats the alien in the first movie by taking it out of the spaceship. Oh, awesome. Well then, are they even in a spaceship? It's more like a facility in this movie, so they're able to move around a bit more. But yeah, that's how she defeats it. And Bishop, for since Bishop actually makes it back and actually saves her because he went on the mission to get the ship, and I know it was like a dangerous mission, and he was able to successfully get it and have him escape. But then like the Queen Alien still gets on, and oh my god, that scene when the Queen Alien just stabs through Bishop, and he just gets whipped. That scene, man. He's still alive though, and he protects the little girl from falling out the spaceship when Ripley opens the ship to get rid of the Queen Alien. But yeah, that was a cool scene. But yeah, the Queen Alien was such a cool reveal when you saw all those eggs as well, just everything surrounding it, and the way how it built up as well. Seeing that tube, and then when they look up, they see the Queen Alien, and then it just the way how the head comes out. Yeah, that was definitely a cool scene. How is this scene not in my top three? Because there's just so many awesome moments in this film. So, but when she gets the idea to put the pulse rifle and the flamethrower together, and she just kicks so much ass with it, and then that's just that's definitely a cool scene. It's kind of connected to when she sees the Queen Alien, and then she just just kills the aliens around her because some of them are trying to ambush her, but she's prepared. Has the flamethrower and the pulse rifle together with the grenade launcher, which the Kyle Reese actor character, whatever I should call him, kind of tells her how to use the gun and everything. And then she already has experience with a flamethrower in the first movie, so she just put them both together and she kicked ass. But yeah, that scene when she's burning them all with the flamethrower and just stopping them from ambushing her, yeah, that was a cool scene. Yeah, definitely awesome scene. And just trying to escape as well, going up the elevator and then seeing that Bishop's not there, so she basically thinks that Bishop's failed her, but that's when he just makes it in time and saves her because I don't even know, like, was she planning to like drop down or something with the kid if she didn't survive that situation? Damn, that would have been rough. But yeah, happy things worked out. And man, I'm ready to talk about the sequel for how things go anyway for the characters and what they do with the story. It's not a terrible movie, but it's hard to not agree with the choices because there's I think there's a lot of different people with different ideas, and then they just try to put it all together. And there's also I think there's an ending where things would have been different, but I'll talk more about that in Alien Free review, I guess, because it's not a bad movie. It's just it has a lot of mistakes. They try to fix one of those mistakes in the fourth movie, but yeah, that didn't work out. So yeah, guys, if I was gonna rate this movie, it'd be a 10 out of 10, obviously. It's definitely an iconic movie, and probably Halo wouldn't be the same without it as well. My favorite video game franchise. What would Halo be like? Because the Marines, yeah, and the Pelican, the vehicles, some of the guns, and well, because one of the guns, the pulse rifle, Time Splitters basically completely copied that. If you've played Time Splitters and you use the pulse rifle, yeah, they're definitely very similar. Just a little bit different, but they're basically the same. Yeah, and then try to change it up a bit on Future Perfect. Yeah, it's just a lot of things that this movie did that affected sci-fi in a big way, and I just can't imagine some of sci-fi without it. Really, yeah, it's definitely a important sci-fi movie. But yeah, it wouldn't exist without the first one. Because even though I like this more than the first one, like the first one's also important as well for sci-fi movies and for its sequel as well. Yeah. Also, this came out like 2 years before Predator, so I don't know if that helped in any way, but that still did things on its own as well. Like it definitely introduced a lot of things, a lot of good ideas. But yeah, still a great movie. I definitely prefer this over Predator and the first Alien movie still. After rewatching it after all these years, I can't remember when I last watched it. I was like 14, 15, because I'm 23 now, so yeah, definitely a long time. And it's definitely still a great movie. Yeah. So yep, that's my review, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll be reviewing Alien 3 on, I think it'll be Saturday, because I guess tomorrow it'll be Predators, which I am looking forward to watching that movie again. Yeah, it's because obviously it's not better than the first Predator. I definitely think I can say it's better than the second. Because we watching the second one, like there's things I do like some of the things they did was definitely cool, especially me caring about the characters. But yeah, Predator 3 it's aged well. That's what I'm gonna say. Like Iron Man 3, because I didn't like Iron Man 3 when it first came out, but yeah, Predators has aged well. I don't think the Predator is ever gonna age well. Never. That movie is a joke. Yeah. But yeah, I guess tomorrow I'll be reviewing Predators and streaming Mortal Kombat X again, but I'll be playing as the alien. Yeah. And that's my plan for that. And then on so Saturday, that's when I review Alien 3, give my thoughts on the movie and some of the decisions they make in the movie, because I remember a lot about the movie and what they do to some of the characters and stuff, yeah, and the story, which disappoint me. And then I guess Alien versus Predator on Sunday to finish off the Alien and Predator reviews for this week, since we'll be ending on Sunday. And I've actually never watched Requiem, Alien vs Predator Requiem, so I could try fit that in with the Alien vs Predator review. Like maybe I could watch that, like watch the first one, then just go straight to the second one, which I've never seen. But just the only thing I've heard that it's a bad movie, so because there is people who like the first one. Like the first one's a good movie, I enjoy it. Second one, I've never seen it. It's been on TV a lot of times, but yeah, I've just never had the will to watch it because just the things I've heard, I guess, and how quick it came onto Film 4 and stuff, like onto TV. Yeah, it didn't really take that long. But yeah, that's basically the review, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.